Alright guys, a little more in-depth tour, why not, right? So I picked up this little jewel from my buddy Ruben, Sancho Claus. He's coming to town, so hopefully at some point get that other 94, slap it on this little 8BA and get 2.2s finally. So headlights, I love the freaking 29 look, so I had to get a set of those, 2 lamps. The little flatty's running good. Surprising, from the day we brought it home till now, I didn't think it was going to run like this, but it's surprising me every time. So phenomenal. So we have a working gas gauge finally. Had to replace the float in there. It was sunk, so replaced that. Been doing some brake adjustments. Works pretty good. Temperature and oil pressure staying real well. What's really funny is some people have asked about the choke, and that is where it's located. So keeps it working on the 94 real nice. Those Offenhauser rods that I got from Speedway work great for the throttle pedal and choke. Little 94 works pretty good. It's got a little mild spot right off of idle, but it's one of those things. I think the pump shaft's a little too worn out in the bushing, and it's got a little too much free play. So interior wise, this thing is sparse right now, but it's fucking hot rod, so what do you expect? So steering column is a Ford F6. The steering box is. The column is actually an F6 box, or the steering shaft mated with a Model A top. So, and the upper end of the shaft is Model A. So it is spliced down in here with a joint, and then welded all the way around between the 2 shafts, so it fits up to the stock Model A column drop. And then I even put the little spark advance and throttle back in, so I'm still retaining a Model A wheel. If you've never used an F6 box, it is bigger than an F1, but turning wise, it works great. The pitman arm is larger. Overall box dimensions a little bit bigger. We custom made a 4-bolt flange to hold this thing to the frame. Works great. The only Achilles heel of this car is I don't have shocks on it, so hard right turns kinda gets a little interesting, but other than that, this little thing drives really good. Got some clutch chatter problems. I think the clutch is just old, a little oil soaked. This car was, from what I know, was built with this flathead in the 50s, and that firewall was hacked to hell. So this grill shell was completely sandblasted, and I sanded it down and repolished it out to this, which it's not perfect, but I don't want it to be perfect. So, but the firewall notch turned out real nice. This is what Billy Dawson and I threw together on this, and turned out real nice. I've had this carburetor on and off more than I can count, but I know it backwards and forwards now. I rebuilt that fuel pump myself, got the rebuild kit, worked great. All the sediment bowls and everything have new screens and new seals. New points of condenser in there in that factory load-o-matic distributor. Now here's one for you. The fans, I did not know, have this little oil plug that you have to refill. Well, when I got the car running, I was dropping very, very lightweight oil out of the back of it, and I thought it was shot. I go through and put some gear oil in there, and it quit leaking. So somebody put the wrong one in there sometime in this thing's life. So, but I guess the coolest part of the car is the 1932 18-inch rear wheels. I've always wanted a set, and I found a set down the south side of Houston. Made that happen. It gives the car a killer rake, that's for sure. And then here we are, the taillight mount. Super simple. I'm in the midst of redoing the plate right now. So this gives you a good overview of what we've got, and hopefully some direction of where we're going. We don't know where we're going, but we're gonna go have some fun and hopefully race a gentleman in the hot rod hill climb next year. Pray for fucking COVID to be over, because this shit's getting old. So, but that is my Model A two-door sedan, late 40s style hot rod.